Good morning. I'm coming to you from my house in Nashville, Tennessee. I made a review. You guys really have watched this video. I did not expect 17,000 views, but we're at 17,000 views, and I think that's pretty awesome. I'm not here to make a review. I'm here to just make a shot, or actually make a latte, and I just thought, hey, I might as well make a new video, post it, maybe encourage you guys to make your own lattes at home. So in my review, I said you needed to have 20 grams of coffee in your portafilter. That's not always true. Today I'm actually going to be using 18 grams. I'm using fresh roasted coffee from Costa Rica. My grind setting is 5. That's not what your grind setting has to be. You guys have asked me what grind setting should I be at. That's going to be different for every coffee and every level of roast that you have. So light, medium, dark, all the millions or whatever numbers there are of in between roasts. There's just so many differences that make your grind setting different. So there's really not an answer for that. But I'm actually on 5, and that works for this coffee. All right, we're at 18.1. That's good to me. Go ahead and make sure you have a level bed of coffee so it tamps evenly. You don't need a ton of pressure, just enough to feel a push back. And make sure that you're pressing level. Good idea to use a scale when you're pulling a shot. So I have a mini scale here I got on Amazon for like $10. I think it's $12 now by Greater Goods. It's very accurate. Throw that under there, tear it out. So I'm looking for between a 40 and 42 yield. These numbers that I say, these are completely, I don't know if the word should be generic, but you're not always going to use the same numbers for every coffee. The machine is set to volume, so it's going to pull a certain amount of liquid through, but in a commercial machine, you'll usually have like some type of lever where you're actually pulling and stopping when you're ready for it to be done. That way you get the yield that you're looking for. There's a way to do that with this machine. You press the program button, you push this button, and you watch your scale, and when it's at the yield that you want it to be at, you stop it. So I'm going to pull it to 35 grams. There's still going to be about 5 grams of water being pressed through, which is going to get me right at 40. And I'm looking for 25 seconds or so for my shot. So here we go. Okay, we're right at 23 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty quick. If I wanted to slow it down a little bit more, I could have actually put just a little bit more coffee in my portafilter. Not much. We're talking like half a gram would be a big change. But that doesn't even say that you need to do that. We just need to see what it tastes like. Yeah, it's actually a little sour on the front. So what that means is I just need to slow my extraction down. So I probably would be okay to change my grind setting to make it a little bit finer. What I worry about is because the setting would change so dramatically, is that I would end up getting a very slow pulled shot. So what I might do in that is put like a quarter or a half gram more coffee in my portafilter, just to have a little bit more for the water to go through, which would slow the espresso pull down just a little bit, and it would end up pulling it to be a little more balanced, more towards the more extracted range. But anyways, it's really good enough. I'm not going to complain about it. So I already have my milk ready, so I'm going to go ahead and steam. So just stick the steam wand down in the milk just a little bit below the surface. And then when you pull down a little bit, you'll hear that tearing sound. You really only need to stretch your milk Like we're talking like an 1/8 inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch for a latte. If you want to do a cappuccino, just make sure to stretch it a little bit longer. You'll see what I mean while you're doing it. And then I like to go to touch. So when it gets too hot for me to touch, I know that it's hot enough for me. That's going to be different for every person. Some people can handle higher heat temperatures than other people. So if you want to be consistent, make sure to get yourself a thermometer at literally any store in the world. As you can see, I have a wet rag next to my machine. It's always a fantastic idea to wipe that out so you don't get caked on dry milk. We'll see what we can come up with this morning. Can't see that, can you? Let's see if this will change it. There you go. Yeah, a little latte art. Not too shabby. Oh yeah, I like to put a little cinnamon on top of mine. So, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Any more questions, just ask. You know I like to answer your questions. Most importantly, have friends over and make them lattes. And enjoy. Have a good day, guys.